It's crazy right now, man. Watch the skies, traveler, because there are just so many news about Xbox, and obviously the biggest story has, in my humble opinion, been Bethesda of this whole Xbox debacle. And we're getting even more crazy news, so many news that I'm not going to talk about all of them in this video. I'm just going to talk about the things that make me excited the most. And they wrote this whole thing, but they also posted pictures. Here's some interesting stuff. So, we're sharing more about what's ahead for Starfield, Fallout, The Elder Scrolls, Creation Engine 3, and beyond. There's a lot to dive into here. I think I want to first talk about the fact that Starfield is something that I don't care about, bro. This game is a complete failure. All the DLCs that were released, complete failure. No, I just don't like Starfield. I'll be honest with you. And Bethesda really needs a W. Elder Scrolls 6 is the next game that they're focusing on now. It's the next one, the big one that they're going to come out with. It needs to be a W. And I would just want to point this out before I dive deeper here, is that I truly did not care about Elder Scrolls 6. I was resigned to the fact that this game is going to suck no matter what happens. And under old way of doing things, without all this debacle happening, without all this restructuring and firings and this whole thing happening, I would have remained the same. But right now, for the first time in many years, I can say that I am genuinely excited to see what they're gonna do with Elder Scrolls 6, because now their ass is under fire for all the right reasons. Ladies and gentlemen, you have Elder Scrolls on this hand, you have Fallout on this hand, and what did Bethesda decide to do with them in the past, I think, 12 years? Absolutely nothing! It's like you buy the rights to you sitting right there. You buy the rights to Spider-Man, the whole IP, and you have it for 20 years and you don't do anything with it. Or you just do a Spider-Man water gun. Bethesda was out of their freaking minds. And I guess the money was just too sweet. I don't know what was going on with them, but me as a player, me as a video game fan, I'm getting what I want finally. Someone had to say, bro, wake the hell up. Wake the hell up, because this is embarrassing, and it was. The last somewhat W from Bethesda has been Fallout 4. Everything else after that, Fallout 76, I'm getting sick even saying Starfield. Holy crap, man. So I'm really glad that this is happening, and this is actually giving me hope for Elder Scrolls 6, which is a crazy thing to say again. Oh my goodness. Man, they're talking about the Creation Club. I don't like it, by the way. I was going to say who gives a crap, but this should be out of the game completely. Bethesda, Ubisoft, whoever does it, I don't care. EA, this shouldn't happen all across the board. Now, this is interesting. I wanted to be really happy about this, and I'm still cautiously optimistic about the fact that not only we're getting a remaster for Fallout 3, which was confirmed, we all heard the news, it was everywhere, you know? But we are also getting Fallout New Vegas. Now, this is unexpected, and this makes me happy, but I'm also concerned, because ladies and gentlemen, like I said, after Fallout 4, Bethesda had no W's, man. And here's the thing, Oblivion Remastered is something that came out, and that has been handled horribly, in my humble opinion. First of all, the remaster just did not care about the original game. Like, it was obvious that the people who made this game did not really love and cherish the original game. All the soul when it comes to art direction, all the little details, what made Oblivion what it was. They even ruined the forest. Like, even without playing Oblivion, looking at it for 2 milliseconds, one of the standout features of that game is the lively, amazing looking forest, and they ruined that. And you know what they did? They had so many crash issues, performance issues. They did 2 patches for a couple of months, and then they left. They pumped and dumped, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they did to Oblivion Remaster. And that was under the old way of doing things. So this is the only reason why I'm hopeful for Fallout 3 and New Vegas remasters, because now their asses are under the fire. Let's see what they can do, if they can do anything. All these projects are going to be interesting to see. One thing I liked, by the way, just on the side, we're getting all these now. We're getting news, we're getting remasters, we're getting new games. We're going to talk about the Elder Scrolls and Fallout 5 as well. So we're actually getting projects done. So Bethesda is kind of returning back to the way they were doing things, like early 2010s, and just early 2000s in general, they were just releasing not only Elder Scrolls, Fallout, and they were being quick about it, and they were innovating. They were good. That's how they became a legend. So now this is echoing that, and I have zero qualms about it, bro. In fact, like I said, I love it. Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3. Well, Fallout New Vegas, even now with its normal version, vanilla version, it's an incredible game to play, and I would play it no problem. You know, if the remaster sucks, I feel like it can suck. If it sucks, I have no qualms about playing the original. Fallout 3 is, I don't like Fallout 3, man. For its time, sure, revolutionary. Me personally, I'm not a big Fallout 3 guy. I think it's actually really bad, which is why I'm super glad that we got more information about what Bethesda and Obsidian are doing together, which is a Fallout project, which is a new Fallout game. But if you shout out to Jason Schreier in his latest video, he mentioned after talking to Todd that this new project that they're doing is kind of more cooperative. So Obsidian and Bethesda are going to work together while making this game. Instead, where in Fallout New Vegas, it was much more Obsidian that were just almost alone in making everything. So I'm still very excited. But again, Bethesda has a lot to prove. If they mess up all these stuff like the we talked about so far, and if they also mess up Elder Scrolls 6, I don't know if they can ever recover. Them being sold is also very much on the table. I hope that doesn't happen because, man, if we get a kick-ass remasters for like even Fallout 3, as much as I don't like this game, it's really, I think with a remaster, it could really be good. It could really shine. We'll see. And the new project could be one of the greatest games of all time, or at least something that we can play for years to come. So I don't want that potential to be wasted. That's just a video game, fam. I hope things are good. Fallout 76 is what I don't care about, but it's getting a new DLC early sometime next year. Raven Rock, prequel to Fallout 3, and you can kind of guesstimate, right, when the Fallout 3 remaster is going to come out. So, sometime next year, most likely. Probably, first Fallout 76 DLC will come out, and then we'll go ahead and get the Fallout 3 remaster. Then we're getting the show again. I'm not big on the show either. What they did to New Vegas also left a bad taste in my mouth. I just don't. Yeah, but for the fans, here's the news. If you care about it, go ahead and keep caring about it. This team, we'll see what they can do. They're much smaller, but that doesn't mean that the quality will be bad. I mean, they could be much smaller, but much more focused. They delivered amazing DLCs when they were around this size, if I can remember correctly, early on. So we'll see. Again, I don't play the online Elder Scrolls, so I'll keep it quick and move out of here. Creation Engine 3. Now, this is interesting. It is the foundation for the next generation of Bethesda RPGs. It allows our teams to support multiple projects simultaneously with new tools, rendering, and systems that define Bethesda Game Studio games. Okay, so we'll see. I'm not opposed to this. People are quick to say, kill the Creation Engine, just go on a more modern engine. I always prefer, always prefer the studio to use their like own unique game engine if they can. I think that's always better because then the game has more soul. It feels better. It doesn't look like slop, the Unreal Engine slop. I have no qualms about this whatsoever. Like, I don't care. Use whatever you need to use. The tool, I don't really. I in fact like the Creation Engine, man. Maybe it's Stockholm Syndrome at this point where we played with this iterations of this engine for so long. I don't know, but I actually like the engine. If you solve the loading problems, if you just make a good quality product at the end of the day, I'm completely fine with this. And again, the focus, as you can see here, is that this is for cooperation. This is so that we can build multiple projects at the same time. So that means hopefully we don't have to wait 20 million years for the next Elder Scrolls. Hopefully, same goes for Fallout. But again, let's talk more about them right here. There you go, the future of Fallout. 5, the 5th game, remains our long-term destination. The game is currently in pre-production. So the two biggest things are the Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout. This game, much further ahead. Hopefully sometime around like close to, 29, 2030. You know, I feel old and depressed. 2030. Oh my god. Hopefully, yeah, it can be quicker than that. But honestly, without this again restructure, we might have gotten a new Fallout in like 2035. So right off the bat, it's still better. Forging the Elder Scrolls 6. The Elder Scrolls 6 is our primary development focus today, with the majority of the team currently working on the sequel to Skyrim. Okay, oh my god. This should have been your primary focus maybe 10 years ago. Jesus Christ. We're loving how it looks and playing it every day. I mean, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay. So they're focusing mainly on Elder Scrolls 6. And man, I just hope to see anything next year, a year after that. And hopefully in the next 3 years, 3 years later, let's say, this game will come out. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, by that point, it's going to be in development for so long. I feel like now they're basically making the game from scratch. Really, it feels like a GTA 6 situation where, yes, we had all the years of developing doing stuff, pre-development, this and that. But now we're scratching this, we're throwing this away. I feel like finally the Lego pieces are now gonna start to come in for Elder Scrolls 6, which is why, again, my prediction is like at least couple years, at least 2, at least 3, for us to see for this game to be released. I don't know. But overall, I like this direction. Again, it feels like finally someone is making Bethesda work. Microsoft has paid all this money to acquire Bethesda for them to do nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, the idiocracy, man. Again, from Jason Schreier, apparently Todd Howard has no intention to retire. We'll see. Man, as long as you make good games, Adam, we're good. All this can be forgiven, besides the Creation Club. That I will never forgive, even if you make the greatest game of all time. That's a different topic, but yeah. For the first time in a long time, I'm hopeful about Bethesda. Let me know what you think. Are you hopeful as I am, or do you just hate everything that I said in this video for whatever reason? Or did you just read the title and said F you? Well, we'll see. Yeah, just type F you in the comment section if you watched up until this point. I'll give you a heart, and I'll let you know that you're absolutely the GOAT, man. The GOAT.